Hey guys, it's Shirley-xml here, and today we are going to be attempting to install Windows 8.1 Delta Edition on real hardware. So, unfortunately, we've reached the end of the Windows Delta series. It's pretty much almost certain that there will not be any more releases to Windows Delta in the future. And as you can see, we're starting off with the purple laptop in this video because I'm highly certain that this will not work on the Linux PC. Because I'm just not even going to bother at this point. The past two videos with the Linux PC, the Linux PC was not cooperative at all, so I'm just skipping straight to the purple laptop here. And as you can see, I'm sure you probably saw earlier, I'm sure I showed it in the corner of the screen while I was doing my intro, but as you can see here, we actually have the USB SD card reader hooked into the laptop instead of the DVD-RW drive. And that's because for some reason the Windows 8.1 Delta ISO is actually too big for the DVD, and I don't have any DVD DL discs. I only have DVD RW. So if this goes wrong, then that's it. I can't do this because first off, I don't even know where all my other blank DVDs went. Second, I don't think I have anything bigger than like 4.37 gigabyte capacity. The Windows 8.1 Delta ISO is like in the 4.4 range, you know. So yeah, we're gonna have to use the USB SD card reader. I'm gonna stop repeating myself. I've been doing my intro for almost 3 minutes now. Yeah, let's get this thing booted and hope it works. Escape to pause startup. The light is on, that's good. Let's check the boot menu. It shows up in the boot menu, that's good. Let's try to boot into it. Oh yeah, and I used Yumi to burn it because I partitioned it so it has two partitions. One for doing ISO stuff and the other one for general data storage. And Rufus, it cannot just format one partition to use for like an ISO. It formats the entire USB, so fortunately I didn't have to learn it the hard way. I did my research before trying with Rufus, and I discovered, oh if I hit confirm, then it's going to erase all my personal data as well. So yeah, I used Yumi instead of Rufus, so here we got this, like, it's meant for Linux, but you can also use it for Windows. Let's go to unlisted ISOs. Aha! Ooh, we've got Windows in text for the logo. I assume that this release of Windows Delta Edition is going to focus more on like aesthetic instead of unused or beta features, aside from the start menu and bringing back Arrow Glass. But yeah, as you can see, we're actually booting into it for once, and the SD card seems to be doing fine. So it seems that the SD card reader redemption arc actually finally fucking happened. We got something to work on this thing. I knew it was coming eventually. Had a feeling. Wow, look at that background. I was not expecting that. I expected a solid color. So yeah, if you're confused why the Windows 8 setup is using the Windows 7 logo, it's because the aesthetic of this version of Delta Edition is going to focus on like the really early builds from before Windows 8 was really like Windows 8. It still uses the old logo style and all that. And the start screen is gone. Using some modding tools, it changes back to the start menu like it has been in pretty much every other Windows version. I think this is also based off of Windows 8.1 because regular old Windows 8 is like outdated and stuff like that. For the sake of like updates, they used Windows 8.1 as a base. I hope I won't have to like do a product key search again because I'm kind of getting tired of that. This honestly reminds me of like elementary OS setup. I don't know why. I don't even remember what that's like, so I don't know why this is giving. You are fucking kidding me. This has to be a joke. This has to all be just a massive fucking joke. Windows 8 doesn't do this. My mind just exploded. I have Windows 8.1 on this fucking laptop. Why is it doing this? It must be a really early build of Windows 8 for it to be doing this. I don't get it. I have 8.1 on here. And it installed perfectly fine. I don't understand. Why is it fucking doing this? Of course, the one time that we get something to work on the laptop, this happens. It's doing the exact same thing as 7 Delta. I'm in disbelief. I am in absolute fucking disbelief. If the Acer Extensa 5620Z laptop still worked, these videos would be a lot easier to do. And hell, if that laptop was still working, I could have done the Windows 7 Delta video just fine. Along with this one. I did not expect that to happen. This must be like extremely Windows 7 based then, because Windows 8 does not do this. It doesn't do this. I don't know how many times I've said this, but I literally have Windows 8.1 installed on here. Or actually, it might be the original Windows 8. I don't care. Why does this happen to me? Look, I'm gonna boot into Windows 8 right now. Windows 8, right there. Look, is it gonna load or what? Why the hell is it frozen? Do I need to unplug the SD card? Will that make it easier? Of course it won't. Why is it just a black screen? It was working before. And I think I activated it. Does it really matter if I did or not? Control-Alt-Delete doesn't work. Whatever, that's not the fucking point. We're not focusing on vanilla 8.1, we're focusing on Delta. You know what? Since at least the freaking Linux PC has a DVD drive, whether it works or not, I'm gonna go ahead and try this on there, because, like, I don't understand. That error came out of nowhere. That's such a Windows 7 thing to do. I would have expected it to work on here because it's Windows 8. Windows 8 didn't do this. It didn't give that error when I installed it. Clearly it didn't, because you saw it in the boot menu. I'm going to stop repeating myself. I'm going to switch over to the Linux PC and see if it works, but I don't think it will. Alright, I have the USB, alright, as I was saying before my phone so rudely cut me off, I hate when I run out of storage mid-video. I have the USB SD card reader hooked up to the Linux PC, so let's just turn on the computer and hope for the best. And hopefully, if we're lucky, we should be able to... It's not there. Boot menu again. Why did it not show up the first time? What? I don't know what that was about. But this should work. Theoretically. Is that the fallback boot screen, or did we just boot into Delta or Vista? We booted into Vista. I have lost all fucking hope for Windows content now, dude. Are you serious? What if I restart and try again? Dude, that was so fucking stupid. Is the SD card loose or something? I don't know at this point. It's firmly in there. Not firmly, but you get the point. Is it seriously going to ignore the USB and boot into Vista? I don't know why, but like in versions newer than Vista, the Vista boot bar is like the fallback boot screen at times. I do not know why. So I thought that it was at least like, it was like going back to one of those screens, because like it didn't have enough like power to show the regular screen, but that's kind of stupid considering that we saw the regular boot screen for Windows 10 when we were trying to boot into the Windows Experience Freestyle update, so it's clearly not, it's not that, so it's just outright ignoring the USB. Dude, I've completely lost all fucking hope at this point. Oh, wonderful. The fucking anti-piracy measure just went off. Just now. It was fine when we booted into it last time. So yeah, that's fun. Well, yeah, not only did you just witness Windows Vista Delta's last moments in all its glory, but you just witnessed the anti-piracy measure go off. Yeah, I don't know what to do from here. I tried to fix the Acer Extensa 5620Z laptop earlier today, which the issue is with the charging port, not the battery, but like I could open the in what's it called, case for the front of the laptop off, but the back just wouldn't budge. And the back side is what I need to get into to look and see if there's anything wrong with the charging port. So I literally can't do shit about the laptop. I do not know how to put it together again. That's gonna be a nightmare. So yeah, I may have just like permanently ruined the laptop and I don't even realize it yet. Which sucks if that's the case. Not only that, but I fucking scratched up the laptop pretty badly. Yeah, it's not going well. I suppose we could try this on the Acer Aspire 1 laptop, but it would be like really slow on there, and I bet it's gonna do the exact same thing. That or it's gonna fucking find some excuse not to boot into the media. Which I would hope not. But yeah, let's try our one last hope at getting this video to work. Alright. Here we are on the Acer Aspire 1. USB mass storage device. It loads into Yumi, that's good. Windows 8.1 Delta. Press any key to boot. And it works. Yay. So it does boot just fine, thank God. But the real issue here now is whether or not it's going to do the same thing that it did on the purple laptop. And if it does, I'm just gonna fucking give up here because I cannot. I give up. Okay, so by an absolute fucking miracle, I managed to get the laptop in a position where the charger managed to make us to like send a signal. Did I say the laptop managed to send a signal? I meant I got it in a very precise position where the charger was successfully able to actually connect to the laptop. So as long as it stays exactly in this spot and the charger nor the laptop do not move a single inch, we should be good. But if anything fucking happens to the charger or the laptop, if it moves by a molecule, it will disconnect. The laptop's not dead, that's good to hear, especially after the fucking horrible process of me trying to open it up to see what the hell could have been wrong with the charging port, which turns out nothing is wrong. I just need to get the right charger for this thing, because the charger that I'm using isn't actually the charger for the laptop. I'm tricking it into charging. So I do need to get the actual charger for this laptop if I can get one for this specific model at some point. But yeah, the laptop somehow still miraculously works. I'm going to plug in the USB, and then since this thing has a DVD drive, it should be able to install Windows 8.1 Delta perfectly fine, unlike the other laptops, and we can finally get this video over with. Not only that, but I'll probably be able to redo Windows 7 Delta and the Windows Freestyle update thingity thing that went to Very carefully plug in the SD card reader here. Okay. The SD card reader is in. I need to sign in and see the sizes of each disk so I don't accidentally erase a volume that I like. I just have to remember to go for the 55 gigabyte volume when I'm installing Windows 8.1 Delta. USB mass storage device. Okay. Windows 8.1 Delta. Let's finally get this over with once and for all. This video will go right. I will make sure of it. And actually, does the DVD drive still work? Huh. Would you look at that? The DVD drive works. And I completely took it out when I was looking at the insides of the laptop. Like, it just slid completely out. And it still works after I put it back in. Okay, so we're booting into it at long last, and I think we will finally be able to make a video that goes right. For once, we can escape the cycle, and now that this laptop is miraculously working, I don't know what the hell I did differently. We can retry the 7 Delta video, we can probably do the Windows Experience Freestyle update on here, we can retry everything I skipped. Hope is restored. Next. Install now. Let's see what the laptop has to say. And to think I was giving up so early. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? This laptop has a functioning DVD drive, and you're going to tell me that the DVD fucking drivers are missing? What are you smoking? It better pick up something. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. This laptop has a built-in DVD-RW. I don't even know what type of DVD blah 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 it is. Let's just call it a DVD drive. This thing has a built-in DVD. Okay. Since this is Windows 8, we could probably try manually deploying. I don't know. Other than that, I fucking give up at this point. I managed to install Windows 7 on this laptop. I've not been able to do that on any other device, and now it's I just remembered that I can't do manual deployment because I'm using this Yumi boot thingity thing instead of like burning the actual ISO. So I'm pretty much fucked. So yeah, that's great. My phone keeps very rudely cutting off what I'm trying to say while I'm talking, and I pretty much have nothing else to delete, so yeah, I'm gonna have to end off the video here. But yeah, despite everything I did, even freaking reviving this now zombie laptop for the purpose of a freaking video, everything still went wrong. So yeah, I'm fucking done. It's 1:30. Okay, my storage is really running out here at this point, so long story short, my computers are flipping me off. End of video. Bye.